Hello everyone, I'm here today to talk about Xbox Live indie games. As many of you may know, XBLIG is on its way out, but what you may not know is that it's basically already gone. As a developer who recently released their first video game, allow me to explain. Sales reports just show zeros, and it's been this way for 2 months. It started when they made the move from Microsoft points to actual currency values, and since the reports differentiate trials and sales based on the MSP, they now just show 0, and there's no way for us to get accurate numbers. According to other developers, they're still being paid, and there's also a quarterly report that shows our total earnings by region. But that doesn't help us keep track of trends as they come, and it also doesn't have the export to CSV function for us to analyze the data or make charts or anything else. We just see the totals. And again, the reports have been broken since at least August 26th, and it's currently October 30th, so the reports have been broken for over 2 months. Some have said that this is due to Microsoft focusing on their Xbox One release, but let me remind you that a similar event to this happened last year. The XBLIG site has an area where developers can get prepaid codes to give to review sites, or to just give away however they want to help with publicity. This is a major part of any developer's advertisement strategy. And it broke. It just stopped generating prepaid codes, and anyone who had their game released during that time had trouble getting their games on review sites. Microsoft took over a month to get this problem fixed. According to a thread on the developers forum, one of the moderators managed to get a comment from Microsoft, whose response has just been, "We're working on it." Coming from what's left of the team is disheartening to hear. Let's also note that this is a post in a 25-page thread that's been regularly active since 2010, and that the title of the thread includes the word "again," as if this was a regular occurrence even back then. Apparently the flack was bad enough that the team for ID at Xbox, the supposed replacement for XBLIG, responded on Twitter. But when we talk about ID at Xbox, let me just talk for a moment about what Microsoft had to say about ID at Xbox. Here, watch this clip.
Fostering a thriving global community of developers is central to our mission at Xbox. Nobody has been more committed to supporting independent game development than Xbox. We have helped over 200 indie developers launch more than 400 games, totaling over $1 billion in sales. And of course, this commitment continues with Xbox One.
Wait a second. 200 indie developers and 400 games? Don't you mean more like almost 3,000 games from hundreds of developers? ID at Xbox is a replacement for Xbox Live Arcade, not for Xbox Live indie games. There have been discussions suggesting that ID at Xbox will be less restrictive than XBLA, and that's entirely possible, but if they're really trying to court indies of all sizes, they might want to pay attention to the ones that they already have, who probably won't want to come back at this point. I hate to say it, but I'm going to be releasing my next game on Desra first and then porting to Xbox Live indie games, rather than the other way around like Star Runner was. And if you're going to try to tell me that we shouldn't expect great service and that Microsoft can't afford to maintain the XBLIG servers, you should watch my next video, which is going to be about Desra.